Good day everyone. My name is Dr. Lorly Blanca Tanhay and I am a Dean of the College of Criminal Justice Education of University of Nueva Cáceres. So for today's topic, pag-uusapan natin yung requirements. Paano ba mag-avail ng height waiver? So ito po ay para sa mga hindi pinalad na magkaroon ng qualified height. Okay, so na requirement for applying in the Philippine National Police or in any uniform service in the Philippines. So like Bureau of Fire Protection, Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, o kaya naman sa Philippine National Police. So, unang-una, etong video na to para to sa mga taga Bicol Region or yung nandito sa Camarines Sur specifically. Okay? So, at itong i-share ko sa inyo is based on my personal experience when I applied for height waiver way back in 2008 when I applied in the Philippine National Police. So, ako po kasi personally, kulang ako sa height, no? So, 5'1" lang yung height ko. So, that time when I applied in the Philippine National Police, kulang talaga siya. So, I am considered as under height, no, that time, na hindi pa ibinababa yung bagong batas about the height equality law. Now, that time, when I applied for the height waiver, so meron tong requirements, no, ang ating National Police Commission. Okay, before kanila bigyan, no, ng height waiver, dapat meron ka munang Certificate of Confirmation. Okay, ano yung Certificate of Confirmation? Ang Certificate of Confirmation, this is a document coming from the National Commission on Indigenous People. So, certificate that they are confirming you as a member of the community, of the indigenous community. Okay? So, ang proseso nun, no, kapag a-apply ka or kukuha ka ng COC or Certificate of Confirmation from NCIP, so una mong kailangan gawin is pumunta ka doon sa NCIP office. Okay, so NCIP office that is located, yung regional office ng NCIP dito sa Bicol Region is in Iriga City. So, kailangan mo pumunta doon, kumuha ka ng form, application form, so, and then bibigyan ka nila ng napakadaming forms, no, that you are going to use in tracing your genealogy. So, yan. So, if you filled up mo yan, at i-submit yan doon sa kanila. Now, make sure that you really have a bloodline of the indigenous communities. So, may tatlong tribe yan sila. So, they have this 3 recognized tribes na kung saan doon nakabilang yung ating mga kababayan. Doon nagmumula yung mga bloodlines natin. So, actually, lahat naman talaga tayo, ito based dun sa kanilang explanation, lahat naman talaga ng Pilipino ay nagmula sa Aita. So, kasi yan yung mga ninuno na atin. So, syempre, nung sinakop tayo ng Spanya, ng Hapon, ng Amerika, nagkaroon na tayo ng iba't ibang lahi. So, kaya may mga mapuputi, may mga katamtaman, may mga fair lang yung color, no, sa atin. So, but basically, yung pinaka ugat talaga natin, no, kung ititrace natin, it all started from the indigenous communities. Okay. So, meron yung tribe sila na 3. So, yung pure-blooded. Second is yung Agta-Tabangnon or yung parang middle ano lang siya. And then, yung Agta-Cimarron. So, yung Agta-Cimarron, ito yung mga Aita na kung saan mapuputi sila. Okay, sobrang puputi nito, no? Yung Tabangnon naman, they are those na medyo fair ang kanilang mga color, yung kanilang complexion. At yung pure-blooded, yan yung talagang kulot na kulot pa and talagang maitim, no? So, kumbaga walang intervention, no? Walang cross or nahalong genes, no? From, kumbaga pure lang talaga sila. It's a marriage or a union between parehong pure-blooded. So, pero yung middle part, no? Yung Tabangnon tribe, so, yan na yung meron ng, kumbaga, halo na siya. So, kumbaga, halo na siya. Kaya, hindi naman sila purely na maitim and and I belong to that level, no, to that tribe. So pagpunta mo doon, so bibigyan ka nila ng forms, and then you have to accomplish all of that, and then you have to go back to the community where you are tracing your your tribe, no? So kung saan ka magti-trace ka nung pinagmulan mo. So ganun ang mangyayari. So you go to the tribe where you belong. Like each communities naman kasi may mga identified na yan sila, no? May mga identified na yan na barangay or lugar, municipality, kung ano-anong tribe ang available or ang existing at recognized dyan sa mga lugar na yan. So pagkatapos nun, no, kapag ka na-identify mo na kung saan ka magti-trace, saan ka magmumula, so you have to go to that place, no? At talagang kailangan matrace mo, no, from your family, from your origin, kung saang tribe ka nagmula or sinong family ang pinagmulan mo. Kasi basically, yung tribe chieftain, meron yan silang mga listing, no, ng mga members nila, yung mga apelyido, no, mga apelyido nila, nakalista yan sa kanilang master list. Meron sila niyan. Okay, nung mga members nila. So sino ba yung ano ba yung mga apelyido, no, ng mga tribe members, no, nung kapanahunan diyan sa tribe na yan. So doon mo siya iti-trace. Halimbawa ang apelyido mo is De La Cruz, and then yung apelyido na yan is registered dito sa isang tribe na to. So then possible na makakuha ka ng certificate of confirmation. So and then there will be a series of process na ibibisitahin kanila. Okay, kung ang tinitrace mo is from your, halimbawa nagki-claim ka from your mother's side, so kailangan i-fill up mo yung genealogy, no, from your mother's side. Okay? O kaya naman kung from father's side ka, so dapat ma-establish mo yung identity ng mga ninuno ninyo. Oh, yan. Identity ng mga pinaka-ninuno ninyo. So basically kasi nandun yan sa master list. So, again, ulitin natin, kailangan alamin mo kung saan ka mag-claim, sa mother side ba or sa father side mo. So, kung sa mother side, so alamin mo kung sino yung nanay ni nanay mo, yung tatay ni nanay mo, yung lola ni nanay mo, yung lolo ni nanay mo. So, yun. At yung lola ni lola mo. Okay? Lolo ni lola mo. So, etc. etc. So, yun ang pagtitrace, no? So, kung both sides naman, no, nagtitrace ka from your father's side and from your mother's side, so just the same, no, the same process. You have to establish the identity of your mother, of your lola and lolo from both sides. Okay, and then yung pinaka-lola ng nanay mo, no, and etc. So, pag ma-establish mo na yon, you have to submit that form and they will be evaluating that, no. So, yung NCIP, they will be evaluating that form and at the same time with the other forms kasi may mga applications and identification forms yan. Now, importante, okay, if you were able to trace, no, from a certain tribe, limbawa, dun sa, kasi ang bawat tribe kasi, okay, may mga pangalan yan, may kani-kanyang pangalan yan, bawat barangay. So, hindi naman lahat ng barangay ay merong mga tribe. So, may mga specific points lang or locations or barangay na merong mga existing tribes. So, ganun ang mangyayari. And then, okay, your tribe chieftain will be issuing, okay, an endorsement, no? Certifying that you are really a member of their tribe or yung mga ninuno mo ay member ng tribe na yon. Okay? So, but by the way, ito pong sinishare ko sa inyo, these are based on my personal experience when I do the process. Okay? Although, hindi ko naman siya ginamit kasi I did not pursue my application in the Philippine National Police. So, because of a personal reason, no? But in 2008, I tried, no, to apply in the Philippine National Police. It's just so happened na may ibang priority ako and I love teaching. So, yun talaga pala, yun pala talaga ang passion ko. Andun yung calling ko, no? So, to teach criminology students. So, parang when I applied in the Philippine National Police, it's a very, difficult decision, okay, to choose academe over the Philippine National Police. But I really love, no, PNP and law enforcement. I really love, okay, that profession. So it's just that teaching is my passion as well. Kaya siguro nandito ako kasi part na rin ako. I really feel that I'm already part of the organization, since we are the one who build, we are the one who teach and develop future enforcers. So our graduates, no, anybody else na minold namin will be the kumbaga, they will be our product will be the customers, no, or clients ng organization, ng law enforcement organization. So I still feel that I am belonging, I still feel that I am part of that organization kasi we are the provider of professionals, no? So yan yung backstory of that. Now, again, kunin mo yung kapag meron ka na nung confirmation from the chieftain that you are really member of the tribe, no, na pinag-tracean mo. So you have to submit that to the National Commission on Indigenous Peoples, no, sa regional office nila. And then ipaprocess yan nila, and then mag-i-issue sila ng ano yan, visit, no? So mag-i-schedule yan sila, magkakandak yan sila ng tinatawag nating ocular visit sa inyong bahay, sa community mo, at syempre dun sa tribe. Okay, so just make sure that in the interview, kasi there are series of interview with you, your parents, and then yung community, okay, mag-i-interview yan sila, and then they will really try to determine kung talagang part ka ng kanilang tribe. So, we call that as an ocular inspection and interview. So, kailangan mapatunayan mo, no, na during that interview and during the ocular inspection, somehow you still have the characteristics, no, of the tribe, no, or kumbaga the values and the attributes of the tribe are still within you, no. You really know, no, the manifestations or the characteristics of the NCIP. So, ganun lang naman yung proseso, and then pag na-find out nila that positively you belong to the tribe, then the NCIP will issue Certificate of Confirmation. So, sa Certificate of Confirmation, hindi pa yan yung height waiver. Requirement pa lang po yan for you to apply for a height waiver sa National Police Commission kung PNP ang a-applyan mo. So, eto na. So, pag meron ka na ng Certificate of Confirmation, you have to photocopy that, and then you have to submit that to the National Police Commission. And don't forget that in the submission, you have to attach that COC along with your letter of application for height waiver. Okay? Magliliham ka, no? Gagawa ka ng sulat, addressed to the Regional Director of the National Police Commission, applying for a height waiver. Okay? So, ayun na. So, susulat ka ngayon, and you have to convince, no, the Regional Director that you really deserve to be granted with that height waiver. So, dapat meron ka ding special skills, no, na pwede mong magamit, kumbaga, to compensate the lacking requirement on your part, aside from the fact that you are a member of the NCIP. So, in that case, in my case, the one I use is my certificate, okay, as a masteral, no, for my masters. So, I attach along with the application letter yung COC at saka yung units ko sa masters, okay, in criminology that time. Okay, of course, I am a board passer. Aside from the fact that I am a board passer, at saka meron din akong background in teaching, so as my skills, no. So inattach ko din yung aking units doon sa masteral, and that is enough already for the regional director to to give, no? Or to provide me with a height waiver. Pero hindi pa yun nagtatapos doon. So, when the regional director received my letter applying for height waiver, magpapatawag yan ng meeting, no? Meron tinatawag na deliberation yung team ng NAPOLCOM. So, in that deliberation, pag-uusapan nila, you will be on a panel interview, no? So, ako, I do that. Okay, so I was under this panelist at in-interview ako nila why I am applying and how could I convince them, no, to provide me a ano yan, kumbaga what is my edge, no? What are what something unique in me, okay, that the committee should provide me with that height waiver. So yun yung mga tanong dyan. And you really have to convince, no, the panelists that you deserve to be granted with the height waiver because you have this kind of skills, no? So yun. And after that deliberation, the interview, the panel interview, they will now be issuing a resolution. So yung resolution na yun na po yung tinatawag nating height waiver. Okay? So they will be issuing you a resolution with a distinct number. So, kunyari, resolution number 2008-01, okay, granting height waiver to, ganito, ganyan. So, yun na po yung tinatawag nating height waiver. Okay? So, ang pag-a-apply ng height waiver ay hindi tumadalian, no? So, meron tong timeline at hindi mo pwedeng madaliin yung mga personnel po dyan na you will not be the one to dictate as to when you should have that height waiver. Okay? So, may katagalan siya. So, ang advice ko dun sa mga under height na gustong makapasok sa uniform service, agahan niyo yung pagkuha ng Certificate of Confirmation. Kasi, in my experience, ang pinakamatagal na part na pagkuha ng height waiver ay yung doon sa pagkuha ng Certificate of Confirmation. Madali lang yung sa National Police Commission, yung application doon, napakadali lang, tsaka ng interview. Ang pinakamatagal ay yung COC kasi meron niyang application process. So, for me, it takes 2 years before the NCIP granted me with the Certificate of Confirmation. So, eto yun. So, ang ano doon is that ako kasi, when I was in college, 4th year college pa lang ako, since I know that I am under height, nag-apply na ako. College pa lang ako, ha? Take note of that. College pa lang ako, kumuha na ako ng height waiver. So when I graduated, I already have the Certificate of Confirmation. Okay? Kasi nag-apply ako 4th year. So 2 years yung process. 2005 ako nag-graduate, 6 and 7. So yun yung processing period. And then 2008 ako nag-apply sa PNP. So when I applied in the PNP, I already have that Certificate of Confirmation. So, madali na lang yung proseso dun sa National Police Commission. So, that's the story, no? That's how, hindi naman siya sobrang difficult. Okay, but those are the process na kailangan yung paghandaan when you are applying for a height waiver. Okay? So, that is in Camsur. That is in Bicol region. So, I'm not so sure kung ano ang practice sa northern part ng Luzon or sa other regions. I'm not really sure with that. Okay, what I'm sharing is my experience, okay, in the application here in the region. So, yun lang po yung masishare ko, no? So, I hope na nakatulong ako dun sa mga mag-a-apply at gustong kumuha ng COC and height waiver din. If you are intending to apply in the uniform service, so might as well get, no, as early as possible a height waiver, or not really a height waiver but a Certificate of Confirmation. Okay, so if this video helped you in one way or another, so please like and share, so that subscribe as well, no, para naman please like, share and subscribe, no, para naman makaabot dun sa mga tao na nangangailangan ng information, especially in terms of height waiver application. So that's all. Goodbye. Thank you.